Are you looking to turn your savings into wealth? Look no further than Warren Buffett's 5-25 rule. When you think of Warren Buffett, most people associate him with investment, but he also does a lot in the realm of leadership, which is what we're going to be looking at in today's video. And of course, it is going to be in relationship to that investing aspect. Now, this, of course, is the 5-25 rule. So what this says is taking your top priorities, listing out 25 of them, and then really creating a laser focus onto just 5 of those instead of focusing on the 25. And I'm going to go through and show you exactly how this can apply to your financial situation. But before we get into that, where exactly did this come from? What was the origin of the 5-2-5 rule? Now, of course, this was a discussion between Warren Buffett and Mike Flint, which was a pilot flying for a couple US presidents. And overall, they were looking on how to advance in their career. And of course, the billionaire investor said there is a really great exercise. That is to write down 25 priorities. So 25 priorities in really every aspect of your life. If it is personal development, if it is investing, writing down 25 of your priorities, and then going and really streamlining those and keeping 5 of those. So highlighting the 5 of those, which are going to be your A list and which are going to be your biggest priority. But in addition, taking those other 20 things that are on your priority list, and these are going to be the avoid at all cost things. That way you only have 5 items and only those 5 items to go ahead and focus on. So how can we apply this to financial goals and how can we put it into the investing mindset? Now, of course, it is a very simple exercise to do. It does take a little bit of time, but this goes far beyond the career goals when you can put it into personal finance and you can put it into the wealth accumulation strategies that we're going to look at. Starting with the first one, identifying your financial goals. So begin by listing 25 financial goals. Now, for a majority of us, it might be a little bit of a struggle to actually come up with those 25 financial goals, but these are goals or objectives that you want to achieve within your financial goals. Now, these, of course, can be from paying off debt, paying down student loans, saving up some money for an emergency fund, paying down your house, investing in the stock market, saving for retirement. A lot of different financial goals that you can really go out there and think of. If you need a list, go ahead and Google. You can cheat a little bit to go ahead and find a list on there. Then, of course, we're going to take the 25 items that appear on that financial goal list. We're going to break it down into 5 and only 5 that are going to be your primary goal of this exercise. Carefully review the list. Make sure that you select the top 5 goals that are going to be most crucial to your financial well-being and your financial success. These objectives will have the most significant impact on your financial future and, of course, when it comes to the creation of wealth. Then, of course, focusing relentlessly. This is the third part of the process. According to Warren Buffett advice, these 5 goals should command your undivided attention, resources, investing time, energy, and money into achieving these priorities, and only these priorities, well intentionally avoiding the other 20 goals that you did put on that list. So again, this is going to put a big focus into one specific sector, which of course are going to be those 5 financial goals that you had, in putting all of your time and effort and focus into those complete things. Now, of course, with the other 20, or the B list, they call them, you want to avoid these at all costs. Everything that does not fall into these 5 essential will become a distractor from those 5 primary objectives that we listed. Now, Buffett's insight is to spread yourself too thin. If you have too many goals, it's very difficult not only to track them, but measuring them and knowing exactly where you are and how much you have kind of moved the needle is going to make a big difference. Now, of course, until the top 5 goals are achieved, the other 20 will be avoided at all costs until you get to that point of finishing out and completing those goals. Now, once you've went through and you've actually completed some of those goals, this is going to be the time to reassess and adapt. Upon reaching any goal from those 5 primary goals that you have in your list, it is time to reassess the primary targets or the goals that are on that list, taking an or potentially moving a item from that B list up to the A list, focusing on just 5 objectives. And again, having that laser-like focus when all of your time, energy, and savings are going to go into this specific things. So why does this work? Fundamentally, it really forces prioritization without any distractions. That is the big thing. In a world where opportunities and distractions are every day, we see social media where a lot of time is really spent. When you look at relaxing, when you look at television, there are so many things where if it doesn't make that priority list, you're kind of spreading yourself too thin, kind of across a bunch of different aspects, which means with a limited focus, you really don't have the ability to allocate the time and energy that you need to actually achieving your goals, which of course can significantly enhance your financial well-being. And of course, transferring your savings into wealth. This is really a general roadmap when you think about it, emphasizes investing into high priority areas while avoiding everything else. This is where you can apply it to the investing strategy. This disciplined approach to financial planning can lead to a deliberate savings habit, smarter investment choices, and significant wealth accumulation. Of course, this really does take time and effort when you're adhering to this, and really coming up with a strategy is a big way to do this. Now, whether you're looking at financial independence, if you're looking to be completely debt-free, leaving a legacy to your kids, really focusing on what you want to invest in, and of course, taking it and applying it to me myself. I want to be financially free. Number one, I want to be completely debt-free. That has been a huge priority, which means we just have a little bit left to pay on our house, and the house would be completely paid off, which means debt-free in the entirety. And I also want to focus investing. Again, that is why we've cut a lot of kind of the wants within my personal life, that we can cut down on some of those wants. It gives us the ability to actually allocate a lot of other funds into the investment strategy, making sure that we're focused and we have clarity with the retirement plans that we do have in place. So of course, this is very powerful framework, not just setting the goals, but achieving them with a very strong focus. Even looking here on YouTube, I am looking to get this channel monetized, going ahead, hiring a video editor. I can see the next couple years with 3 to 5 years really planning strategy on how we're going to build this in this YouTube channel so we can get it and just really blow it out of the water as a supplement income to what I primarily do. Now, of course, to do this, it is going to take a little bit of time. The key to financial success is not how many goals you're working on. It is about how well you are concentrating the resources on the goals that you do have, making them a target. It'll be very, very easy to actually move the needle on 5 specific goals, which is the reason why I wanted to cover this. So guys, let me know what you guys think about Warren Buffett and his 5-25 rule, and I'll catch you in the next video.